guys, Tomboy601, and today I want to take a look at Rainbow Six Siege and all the operator leaks and just all general leaks for Year 3 Season 2, aka Blood Orchid. So let's just dive on in. Now, all of these leaks have been kind of coming out of 4chan, and there's been a lot of leaks just in general. So let's start with the operator that time forgot, our Polish operator, Ela. As we know, the Polish operation kind of got dismembered and put together again because of Operation Health. They're splitting these operators over Season 3 and Season 4. So we are getting the Polish Grom operator, Ela, for the defensive side with Year 2 Season 3. And this is the image we have of her now. You'll notice it's pretty much the operator we saw leaked in previous weeks. However, now we have a kind of image of what she looks like and her ability. Her ability is going to be the Grismot mine. It's a concussion proximity mine that can be anchored on surfaces, impairing hearing and causing a dizzying effect. AKA, it's going to be a mine that causes disorientation like Echo's drone. And I, for one, am looking forward to this. I really like this idea of having some sort of almost early warning system, and that's what I really hope happens is, unlike Kapkan's mine, if you shoot this one, I kind of hope it goes off. That way you know it goes off because it's not killing anyone. It just disorients. So this is definitely something that is going to help you hear when operators are coming towards you. It's going to start to slow down and prevent rushes. Now, beyond just seeing the picture and getting an idea of what the mine will be, we also have a hint as to what her weapons will be. These got leaked as well from a different 4chan thread, but most of them from this thread, most of the predictions from this thread have been coming to fruition, have been coming true. So I'm going to assume that these are also right. Now, her two weapons, because she's a defensive, we can expect a submachine gun, and it looks like we will be getting the Scorpion Evo 3 A1. It's going to be another high fire rate submachine gun, well above 1,000 rounds per minute, doing around 28 damage is what the leaked files are saying. As far as Polish operators go, this is the kind of like, while the Scorpion isn't made in Poland, it's made in that region, and I think this fits nicely for this operator. As far as her other weapon, in game it's being called the FO12 shotgun. My guess is it's going to be the DP12 shotgun. It's a pump action double shotgun. It looks pretty cool. I expect it to be just as effective as the other pump action, so not really. As far as her stats go, I'm gonna guess Ella's going to be a high mobility operator. I mean, come on, she's running around in yoga pants. We can probably expect her to be very nimble, given you know just how much tactical protection a pair of yoga pants brings. So yeah, that's that. Now let's go ahead and move on to our Hong Kong operators. We are going to stick with the defensive operators. The Hong Kong defensive operator is this guy, Lesion. His ability is called the GU. They're Cloaked Toxic Mines, injecting a compound which injures opponents and limits their speed. Now, this operator is the one that we heard of in the leaks called Caltrop. If you look at his symbol, that is a Caltrop right there. And something that's really interesting is Cloaked Toxic Mines. They're going to be invisible, or at least very hard to see. And this makes me wonder, is this cloaked a way so that IQ can pick them up easier? Like, now IQ is a counter, because if they're being cloaked, they're using some sort of power. If they were just thrown on the ground regularly, IQ wouldn't be able to see them. Or would these just stick out too much? The other thing that I noticed is the injure and limit their speed. Now, initially the leaks that were coming out about this were pretty much like this is an enhanced barbed wire, is that it will injure you as you move through it and limit your speed just like barbed wire would do. However, I think it would be really cool if it permanently limited speed. So let's say you're running through with Ash and you get tagged with this. If you run through it, you are then, because it's poison, it's a long-acting thing, it lasts over time, it's in your bloodstream, if it then permanently knocked you down 1 full speed. Like, you would then be performing like a 2-speed operator as opposed to a 3-speed operator. And I really like this because both of these guys are trap operators. Right now, there's that big kind of meta in the game of rushing, and having these 2 trap operators is a good way to start to counter that rush meta that is currently in the game. And I think that would be a really cool effect for this, is if you do end up running through them, is you do therefore limit your speed for the rest of the round. Now, just like with Ella, we do have a hint as to what his weapons are going to be. The first one is the 612 shotgun. Now, this is a really interesting weapon. Think of it like a revolver shotgun. The back of the weapon has the shotgun shells in it, and it just rotates like a shotgun, almost kind of like the Pancor jackhammer. If you guys have ever played like Battlefield and remember that weapon, it's a really interesting design, and I do like it just being a random, really cool weapon from that area. As far as weapons go, or as far as performance goes, if it's going to be only a 6-shot semi-auto shotgun, that's up there with the rest of the semi-autos, but not as high of a magazine capacity. So maybe it will be a little more powerful as to kind of balance the fact that you don't have all the shots to get downrange, but you do still have a magazine, so a longer reload time would also kind of balance it all out. But who knows? As far as his other weapon goes, we're gonna get the T5 SMG, which my guess is that's just a rebrand or another name for the JS9, a popular Chinese submachine gun. You can see it here. I would guess because that's the popular Chinese submachine gun, and you know, as far as fire rate goes, another high fire rate weapon at something around 900 rounds per minute, and a fairly decent or a kind of low damage of only 30. Our final person, our attacker, is going to be Ying. Her ability is going to be the Candela. It's a cluster of flash charges that can either be anchored on a surface or rolled out as a grenade. And this is really nice, or it's really interesting, because we finally have a en masse flashbang. There is one thing I hate about flashbangs is I use one and I never know if I got I know they're in the room, but I don't know if they were able to hide cleverly enough so that the flashbang doesn't hurt them, and then I'm going to run in the room and just get headshotted. I like the idea of this, because if I can throw this in a room and know for a fact that everyone in that room is blinded, I really like that as an ability. Now, I don't know how this weapon is going to perform. I don't know if it's going to be essentially the non-lethal fuse, which would be pretty cool, and then also being able to throw it on a surface, so you can either choose whether you want to throw it out and it act like, I don't know, like the 9-bang in Call of Duty, or one of those flashbangs that fires multiple times and goes throughout the room, or if it's like fuses charge where you plant it and then you fire it through. Who knows? I really like this ability. Now, from her armor, it looks like she's going to be a heavy operator, and this goes along with her weapons. Now, she has a interesting distinction, as she will be our only attacking operator that doesn't have a assault rifle of some kind, or a carbine, some sort of rifle. Instead, her 2 weapons, I know besides shields, yes, the shields only have pistols, but our main, beyond the shield operators, are who have regular gun operators. She's going to be having the T95 LSW LMG, aka the Type 95 light machine gun, which that's really weird to be giving her a light machine gun as opposed to a rifle. I think this supports her. This cements her in more of a support role rather than an attacking role. As far as a fire rate goes, we're looking at around 650 rounds per minute. And then her second weapon is going to be the 612 shotgun, sharing it, of course, with Legion. So those are all of the operators. Now, there are a couple of more interesting leaks that came out. First off, if this is to be believed, the same person who kind of leaked all this also said that both Jaeger and Bandit would be losing their ACOGs, so it really looks like Ubisoft is trying to slow this game down, prevent spawn camping, prevent rushing, and try to bring more tacticalness to kind of slow it down a little, which I kind of like for Season 3. Like, right now the meta is very heavy Hibana, Ashe, all the fast operators, and this DLC, this bundle of DLC, is 3 very much operators that say, no, you are going to need to slow down, take your time, and work through each of these buildings. I don't know how that's going to play in Pro League because of how short of a time span they have to assault those buildings, but in regular play, this is going to be very interesting, and I like the way that Ubisoft is doing this. It's a great kind of meta shift that they are going for, and I do hope we see this. I don't know if either Ela or Legion their traps are going to be good enough to get people to pull off the current meta. I hope they are. I really, really do. I like the idea of Legion's toxic mines. I like Ela if she's a fast moving with a high fire rate SMG. I can see myself using her a lot, and especially if those concussion mines, if you're able to basically put them in select spots and are able to then have them go off and know where an enemy is within a building because you know, oh, I put this concussion mine here, I just heard it go off, I know they are there. If you're able to start doing that, she could be a very effective rover that is able to slow people down. And Ying on the attacking side, I'm hopeful, because one thing that always causes me hesitation with the flashbangs is I never know if they're useful. Having her kind of guarantees the fact that that flashbang is useful, that it's doing its job, and I really like that. Now, the other thing I can really hope for and I pray for is that her glasses block out the flashbangs so that I don't go into the room and just like blind myself somehow, because I know that will happen too. That would be a nice bonus if you were playing as Ming, is if flashbangs didn't affect you. Who knows? I'm really hopeful. What are you guys hoping for this season? Let me know down below in the comments, guys. My name is TommyBoy601. I hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.